गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू ऑल? आई थिंक यू ऑल वेल, है ना? इन बिटवीन दिस लॉकडाउन वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी समथिंग न्यू, है ना? देन वी आर मेकिंग द वीडियो फॉर यू ओनली, तो you have to listen carefully and understand all the things. So today we are going to start my first video of class 10th students for chapter 1, that is real number. And before we start my video, I want to just clear you that you have to prepare yourself according to my lecture. If you are not understanding anything, then you note it down in another page. Then between one or 2 days, in between means in a week, either one day or 2 day, we will make a doubt clearing class, by which you will get your doubt clear. Okay, so since the lockdown started, जब से लॉकडाउन स्टार्ट हुआ है, आप ये देख रहे हो कि पढ़ाई नहीं हो पा रही है, कैसे सिलेबस कंप्लीट करें, कैसे क्या करें, है ना? उसके बाद जैसे कि गवर्नमेंट या जो अपना CBSE बोर्ड है, वो भी वो ऑलरेडी ये डिसाइड कर रहा है कि हाउ टू मिनिमाइज द सिलेबस. सो चलो ठीक है, 30%, 40%, 10%, 20%, जितना भी वो डिडक्ट करेगा आपके सिलेबस से, तो हम ये मान के चलते हैं कि जो भी डिलीट कर रहा है, ठीक है, हम स्टार्ट करते हैं. जैसे वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम चैप्टर 1, है ना? चैप्टर 1 तो डिलीट करेगा नहीं, ओके? और डिलीट कर भी दिया तो इट विल गिव यू बेनिफिट फॉर द क्लासेस, है ना? फॉर द क्लासेस और फॉर द चैप्टर्स. ओके, सो फ्रॉम टुडे ऑनवर्ड्स दिस फर्स्ट लेक्चर आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर यू. तो माई फर्स्ट लेक्चर फॉर क्लास 10th, तो क्लास 10th बुक्स नेम इज NCERT, chapter 1, that is real number. क्लियर? तो स्टूडेंट्स, आप सबने रियल नंबर सुना होगा, 9th में पढ़ा होगा, है ना? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग रियल नंबर, वी जस्ट लुक अ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ नंबर्स. वी जस्ट हैव ए लुक ऑन क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ नंबर्स. तो क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ नंबर्स क्या है ना? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये समझ लो कि रियल नंबर क्या है. व्हाट इज रियल नंबर? अ नंबर दैट इज एग्जिस्ट, जो एग्जिस्ट हो रहा है, जो वास्तव में है, विच इज एग्जिस्ट, इज कॉल्ड रियल नंबर. ओके, मतलब जो भी नंबर आपने पढ़ा है वो दैट इज रियल नंबर. क्लियर? नाउ दैट इज ऑल नंबर्स आर रियल नंबर. क्लियर? रियल नंबर. ओके, नाउ आपने 2 टाइप का नंबर पढ़ा है. यू हैव लर्न 2 टाइप्स ऑफ नंबर्स. वन इज विथ डेसिमल एंड सेकंड वन इज विदाउट डेसिमल. गॉट इट? एक पॉइंट वाली नंबर्स और दूसरा बिना पॉइंट वाला नंबर्स. तो मैं लिख रहा हूं इधर, आई एम राइटिंग विथ डेसिमल एंड सेकंड वन इज विदाउट डेसिमल. ठीक है? विदाउट डेसिमल, अभी विदाउट डेसिमल नंबर क्या है? वी हैव रेड इंटीजर्स, टू, 3 एंड सो ऑन. दीज आर कॉल्ड इंटीजर्स. ओके, अच्छा, इंटीजर्स को भी हम और क्या कहते हैं? अच्छा, इंटीजर्स को क्या बोलते हैं हम? इसको और भी बोल सकते हैं काउंटिंग नंबर्स. सो काउंटिंग नंबर्स ही बोलते हैं. ठीक है? और क्या बोलते हैं? इसको काउंटिंग नंबर्स बोलते हैं. इसको आप नेचुरल नंबर ही बोलते हैं. अच्छा, नेचुरल नंबर कहाँ से होता है? नेचुरल नंबर स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1 to infinity. That is called natural number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and that's all up to infinity. Now if we include and these are called also positive integers. These are also called positive integers. मतलब इंटीजर्स को क्या बोलते हैं? काउंटिंग नंबर्स विच कैन बी काउंटेड. देन नेचुरल नंबर भी बोलते हैं. और नेचुरल नंबर किसको? स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1 2 3 4 एंड सो ऑन अप टू infinity, and we can say natural numbers are positive numbers. Okay, now this number, that is, it is 0, है ना? 0, it is called zero integer. It is called zero integer, and from 0 to infinity, in the direction of positive, in the right side of 0, from 0 to infinity, we will call it whole numbers. We will call whole numbers. Okay, now from the left side of 0, that is from -1 to infinity, it is called negative. It is called negative integers. Clear? Negative integers. So integers, yes, these are the parts of integers. Okay, that is integers, then counting numbers, positive integers, natural numbers, whole numbers, zero integer, then negative integers. These all are the classification of without decimal number. Clear? Now with decimal numbers, that is, suppose I am giving 3 examples. First, suppose 1.2, second 1.121212 and infinity, and third one 1.010010001 and so on. Clear? So here 3 type of decimal numbers. One is after decimal the number will stop, that is terminating. It is also called terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. Okay, this one. Second one 1.12121212 and so on, means that it is not a terminating decimal, but you are looking one block is repeating, numbers of block are repeating. So we can say it that non-terminating repeating non-terminating repeating decimal, or in other words, in English, in other word, we can say repeating as recurring decimal. That is non-terminating recurring or non-terminating repeating decimal. And third one is, here you can see no blocks, but and no repeating, no terminating. That is, we can say non-terminating, non-repeating, non-terminating, non-repeating. Clear? Here these two parts are said, that is rational numbers, and this is irrational number. So you got it? Rational numbers means either terminating decimal or non-terminating recurring decimal, but irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-repeating or non-recurring decimals. Clear? Rational numbers, you have also studied rational number in class 9th. That is, rational numbers are the numbers which are representing in the form of p upon q, where p and q both are integers, but where P and Q both are integers and also Q is not equal to 0 and Q is not equal to 0. Got it? And the irrational numbers are the numbers which are not perfect squares. Clear? Suppose that is root 2, root 3, root 5 and so on. So classification of numbers, that is, if we are all numbers are real numbers, that is the number which is exist, that is real number, then real numbers we can take it in two parts, that is one is with decimal, second one is without decimal number. In without decimal number we can take integers. In integers, that is there are natural numbers, whole numbers, negative integers, positive integers, counting numbers and so many. In this section we will also study, that is prime number, composite number, and also many more numbers, है ना. These things are you have studied in class 9th also. Okay. Here with decimal numbers, that means terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal, recurring non-terminating but repeating, non-terminating and non-repeating. Clear? These are the two parts. These two parts will make rational numbers. Rational number means with the number which is in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Okay. And terminating decimal, irrational numbers. Irrational number means the numbers which are not perfect squares. Okay, perfect squares, or we can see perfect cubes, that is and so on. So got it? So here we conclude the real number or the classification of numbers. Okay, students, now we will start our chapter number 1, that is real number. So in this chapter, what are the topics? In this chapter, what are the topics I will discuss you? First, the chapter 1. Chapter 1, real number. Real number. Okay. So first topic we will cover is Euclid's division algorithm. Euclid's division algorithm. Second topic we will discuss fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Third, in the third topic we will discuss proof irrationality. Okay. Irrationality. That is, we have to prove root 2, root 3, root 5 and so on are irrational. Okay. And fourth topic we will cover revisiting or reviewing rational numbers. Rational numbers and their decimal expansions and their decimal expansion. Okay. These four topics will cover your, it is 1.1 exercise, it is 1.1 exercise, it is 1.2, it is 1.3 and 1.4. So 4 topics we will cover in this chapter. Okay. The first topic is Euclid's division algorithm. Second topic is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. And in the third exercise, prove irrationality. And then fourth, in the 1.4 exercise, revisiting or reviewing rational numbers and their decimal expansions. Okay. So, first of all, exercise number 1.1, Euclid's division algorithm. Okay. So, exercise number 1.1. In this exercise, we will study Euclid's division algorithm. Before studying division algorithm, let me take that is Euclid's division lemma. We have to understand what is lemma. We have to understand what is lemma. Lemma क्या है? So lemma is a proven statement. Lemma is a proven statement used to prove another statement, or you can say algorithm. Okay. I am writing here. So lemma. What is lemma? Lemma is a proven statement which are used to solve another statements. So lemma is basically proven statement which are used to solve another statements. Now, what is a statement? What is a statement? So, a statement is what we say. Suppose I am writing here 4 into 2 is equal to 8. 4 into 2 is equal to 8. Okay. In the sentence form, what we write? 4 multiplied by 2 gives 8. It is a statement. Simple, it is a statement. It is numerical form, it is statement form. So, these type of statement which are true in everywhere, okay, which are true in everywhere, these are called statements. These statements make a lemma, and lemma we use to solve another statements. Okay, statement, or you can say algorithm. Okay. So, Euclid's division lemma here. Now, Euclid's division lemma. Before starting lemma, or before starting the discussing of lemma, let me complete. Suppose here 10. 10 is divided by 3. What is 3 is a 9? Remaining 1. Okay. So here this 3 is called divisor. You all know it. This 10 is called dividend. This 3 is called quotient, and this 1 is called remainder. Got it? Now, here that means 10, we can write 10 as these 2 multiplied by 3 into 3, into 3 plus 1. Got it? 10 can be written as 3 into 3 plus 1. So 3 to the 9 plus 1, 10. Okay. So we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This thing is the important. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Got it? Now, if we take this 3 as A, if we take this 3 as A, this 3 as B, divisor as B, this 10 as A, this remainder as R. Got it? So A is 10 here. Let A is equal to 10, B is equal to 3, and remainder R is equal to 1. So got it? So we can write here. We can write A is equal to B and Q. Q is equal to also 3. It is Q. So A is equal to BQ plus R. We can write it. Are you getting my point? If we divide 10 by 3, we get quotient as 3 and remainder as 1. Then we can write 10 as 3 into 3 plus 1. That is 10 as dividend is equal to divisor plus into quotient plus remainder. But if we take divisor and quotient and remainder and dividend are symbol, if we represent these terms by symbolically, we take a is equal to 10, B is equal to 3, R is equal to 1 and Q is equal to 3. Then it becomes, we can write it as A is equal to BQ plus R. Clear? A is equal to BQ plus R. Now, what is Euclid's division lemma? Lemma, you understand? It is a proven statement which are used to solve another statements. What are statements? Statements are nothing but expression. We can say expression. That is 4 into 1, which are used. Which are true for true in anywhere. Which are true at anywhere. Okay. So Euclid's division lemma. So what is the Euclid's division lemma says? Given two positive integers, A and B, given two positives A and B, there exists a unique numbers Q and R such that A is equal to BQ plus R, where R is greater than or equal to 0 and less than B. What is Euclid's division lemma? Given two positive integers A and B, there exists unique numbers q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than equal to 0 but less than b. Got it? So here a is dividend, b is divisor, q is quotient and r is remainder. So according to Euclid's division lemma, two positive integers are there, a and b. For these two positive integers, two numbers are q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, where r is less than equal to greater than equal to 0 and less than b. No number will be the same. Okay, unique. As I am unique, you are unique, all are unique. Okay. Then, what is the meaning of this? R is less than equal to greater than equal to 0 and less than b. Try to understand this. In this example, 10 divided by 3 gives 10 divided by 3 gives remainder 1. Means here a is equal to b is equal to a is equal to 10, b is equal to 3, q is equal to 3 and r is equal to 1. So what we write here? So b r is less than equal to greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to b, that is 3. So what are the possible values of r? R can be 0 because it is greater than and equal to. R equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. Is it 3? No, because it is less than 3. So we will not include 3. So the possible values of r are 0 or 1 or 2. Okay. Now I understand Euclid's division algorithm. So before starting division algorithm, we will explain this division lemma by some examples. So see exercise 1.1, example number 2.